Lamine Yamal is the future. Rodri is the engine. Nico Williams is the flair. But if you're asking me who the most important player for Spain is as we head into the 2026 World Cup, it's not the teenager from La Masia, it's the skipper from San Sebastian. Mikel Oyarzabal. Few days ago against Serbia, he did it again. Two clinical goals in the first half of a 3-0 masterclass. With those goals, he officially surpassed the great Alfredo Di Stefano and Sergio Ramos on Spain's all-time scoring list. He is now sitting at 24 international goals. He is ninth all-time for one of the greatest footballing countries on earth. But why does a man with 4 goals in 4 different finals, a man who is the top scorer of the Luis de La Fuente era, still feel like an underdog? Why isn't his name the first one on the team sheet when we talk about the 2026 World Cup favorites? Today, we are looking at what makes Mikel Oyarzabal not just a squad player, but the single most indispensable piece of Spain's World Cup puzzle. If Spain wins it all in the US of A this July, it won't be because of team spirit, it will be because of Basque bravado. To understand why Oyarzabal is so important now, we have to look at how his game has changed. When he first broke through at Real Sociedad, he was a classic left winger. High work rate, good crossing, decent finish, but he lacked that electric pace you see in a Vinicius Jr. or a Nico Williams. Instead of trying to be something he wasn't, Oyarzabal became a student of the game. Under Imanol Alguacil at Real Sociedad and now Luis de La Fuente with Spain, he has morphed into what we call a hybrid forward. Look at his 2025-26 La Liga stats. For Real Sociedad this season, Mikel Oyarzabal has 12 goals and 3 assists in 26 games. But look at where those goals come from. He is no longer just crossing, he's taking 2.8 shots per 90 minutes. His passing completion rate is 80%, which is incredibly high for a forward. Why? Because he is playing in the pockets. When Spain plays their 4-3-3, Lamine Yamal stays wide to stretch the pitch. This creates a massive gap between the opposition's fullback and centre-back. Oyarzabal is a master at occupying that half space. He doesn't just wait for the ball because he is the one that's dictating the movement of the defenders. If they follow him into the midfield, Nico Williams has a 40-yard sprint to goal. If they stay, Oyarzabal turns and feeds the pass. He is kind of like a tactical glue that allows these flashy wingers to run free. There is a term in basketball called gravity. It is the idea that a player is so dangerous that they pull the entire defense toward them. In football, Oyarzabal has something just like that. Let's talk about that Euro 2024 final. 1-1 against England, 86th minute. Most players at that moment are paralyzed by the fear of making a mistake. Oyarzabal, who had come off the bench, did not hesitate. He didn't even look at the goal. He just knew where the space was. That finish, pure composure, it was the result of a player who has played in more high-pressure moments than almost anyone in this squad. I mean, just think about his record. Under 21 Euros, winner and scorer. The Olympics, silver medal and scorer. Nations League, scorer. Euro 2024, the scorer of the winning goal. Heading into the 2026 World Cup, Spain is the hunted. We are the European champions. Teams are going to sit deep against us. They are going to park the bus. In those games, you don't need a speedster, a flashy winger running all the time. You need a poacher who is a pro in movement. That is Mikel Oyarzabal. He has this uncanny ability to be in the right place at the exact moment the ball arrives. It's why Luis de La Fuente trusts him over someone like Alvaro Morata or Ferran Torres when the stakes are highest. We also have to talk about the what if. In March 2022, Mikel Oyarzabal was about to enter the peak of his powers. Then, in a split second in training, his ACL went. He missed the Qatar World Cup and Spain crashed out horribly. in the match against Morocco in a game where they had 1,000 passes but zero cutting edge. Maybe I kind of believe that if Oyarzabal was fit in 2022, Spain goes further. Why? Because he provides the chaos, the unpredictability in a structured system. When he returned on December 31st, 2022, after the World Cup, he wasn't the same player. He was slower, he looked hesitant. The Spanish media began to write him off. They said that the injury has completely changed him and he'll never recover. It's taken his edge off. But look at him now in March 2026. This version of Oyarzabal is stronger. He's more physically dominant in the air. Just look at his headed goals for Real Sociedad this season. He's also become a leader. He took the captain's armband at La Real and he's now one of the captains without an armband for Spain. In the 3-0 win over Serbia, did you see his second goal? That wasn't a poacher's finish because it was a thumping shot from distance. It was the goal of a man who is completely confident in his body again. He's better than he was before the injury. Luis de La Fuente isn't just a manager to Mikel Oyarzabal because he's someone he's almost known his entire career. They've been together since the under-19s in 2015. De La Fuente is of course a manager that has been in the Spanish youth setup for as long as one can remember and has only recently made the jump to the national team. So all these players that he's currently playing with now has probably at some point in the youth system played under him. So while the public wants to see a traditional number 9 like Alvaro Morata or Samu Aghehowa, De La Fuente knows that Oyarzabal gives him the tactical flexibility that no one else can. Let's look at the defensive data. In the 2025-26 season, Spain's passes per defensive action is the lowest in Europe. They press harder and faster than anyone. Oyarzabal is the pressing trigger. If you watch the Serbia tape, notice how Mikel doesn't just run at the keeper. He cuts off the passing lane to the holding midfielder. He forces the long ball. Because Spain has Rodri and Pau Cubarsí, they win those long balls every single time. Oyarzabal's work off the ball is what allows Spain to dominate possession. And then there's the chemistry. He has played over 50 games for Spain now. He knows exactly where Lamine Yamal wants the ball. He knows exactly when Pedri is about to play a through ball before Pedri even thinks of it. You can't buy that kind of telepathy. So, as we look towards June 15th, Spain's opening game against Cabo Verde, where does Mikel Oyarzabal fit in? For me, he has to be a starter. Whether it's as a false 9 or coming in off the left to let Nico Williams, who we hope recovers from his injuries, Mikel Oyarzabal is currently 9th on the all-time scoring list. By the end of this World Cup, he could realistically be in the top 5, passing the likes of Fernando Morientes and Emilio Butragueño. It's time we stop treating him like a useful sub and start treating him like the Spanish legend he is set to become. I want to hear from you. If you're Luis de La Fuente, who is your front 3 for the World Cup? Drop your starting 11 in the comments below and I'll be replying to the best ones. If you found this video useful, then do me a massive favor, hit that like button and subscribe. We are on the road to the World Cup and I'll be here for every match. This was La Liga Vic, Forza España. See you in the next one. Hasta luego.